Good morning. How are you feeling today?
Morning, doctor. Not great, honestly. I think I might have caught a cold or a flu.
I'm sorry to hear that. Can you tell me about your symptoms?
Well, I've been feeling quite weak, and I have a headache. My throat is sore, and I've been coughing a lot. There's also been a bit of a fever.
How long have you been feeling this way?
It started a few days ago, but it's gotten worse since yesterday.
Okay, let's take a look. Can you open your mouth wide for me? I want to check your throat. Your throat is a bit red. I'm going to listen to your chest now. Could you lift your shirt for me? I need you to breathe in deeply for me and then breathe out slowly. Your lungs sound clear, which is good. It seems like a flu, but you're handling it well. Could you please roll up your sleeves? I need to check your blood pressure.
Sure, no problem.
All done. Your blood pressure is 118/80, which is a normal reading. I'm going to prescribe some medicine to help with the fever and sore throat. It's important that you get plenty of rest. Also, drink lots of fluids. Hot drinks like green tea can be very soothing.
Should I be worried about infecting others?
Yes, it's best to stay home and avoid close contact with others until you're feeling better. The flu can be quite contagious.
How long will it take to recover?
Usually, it takes about a week to feel significantly better, but you should start to see some improvement in a few days after starting the medication. Make sure to come back if symptoms worsen or if you don't see any improvement.
Thank you, doctor. I'll follow your advice and rest up.
You're welcome. Take care and get well soon. If you need anything or have any questions, don't hesitate to call.
Good morning. How are you feeling today?
Good morning, doctor. I'm not feeling great. I've been having a severe stomach ache.
I'm sorry to hear that. Can you describe the pain for me? Is it more like collywobbles, colic, or a lighter pain?
It feels like my stomach is cramping up, and I feel unusually full without eating much.
That sounds uncomfortable. When did you last open your bowels?
Just this morning,
And how was the stool? Was it very hard or soft?
it wasn't too hard or too soft, quite normal, I suppose.
I see. Please lay down on the examination table and we'll check your abdomen.
Okay.
Is there any pain when I press here?
Yes, there's pain in the lower part of my stomach.
It sounds like we need to conduct a more detailed investigation. First, we'll perform an abdominal ultrasound. Then take a blood sample and a stool sample. You can return in about 4 hours for the results.
I will. Thanks again for all your help.
Thank you for coming back. We found the cause of your discomfort. You have Giardia, which is a parasitic infection. It's treatable with medication, which I'll prescribe now. You should start feeling better within a week.
Thank you so much, doctor. I'm relieved to know what's wrong and that it's treatable.
Absolutely. Just make sure to take the entire course of the medication as prescribed, and try to drink plenty of fluids. If your symptoms don't improve or worsen, please come back to see me.
On my list. Thanks again for all your help.
You're welcome. Take care, and I hope you feel better soon.
Thank you, doctor. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Good morning. How can I help you today?
Good morning, doctor. I've been dealing with severe back pain. It's really debilitating.
I'm sorry to hear that. Can you describe the pain for me? Is it more of a muscle ache, or is there a shooting, burning, or stabbing sensation?
It's actually a bit of all those. Mostly it's a sharp, stabbing pain. Sometimes it feels like it's burning, especially when it radiates down my leg.
That sounds quite uncomfortable. How long have you been experiencing this pain?
It started a few weeks ago, but it's gotten worse over the past few days.
Does anything in particular seem to trigger the pain or make it worse? Like bending, twisting, lifting, or certain activities?
Yes, bending and lifting definitely make it worse. Even just standing or walking for more than a few minutes at a time can be really painful.
Do you remember any specific incident or activity that might have started the pain?
Not really, doctor. I do a lot of heavy lifting at work, so it might be related to that.
It's possible that the lifting has contributed. Back pain can often be exacerbated by physical strain, especially if it's repetitive and involves poor posture. We'll need to evaluate this further. Have you taken any measures at home to alleviate the pain?
I've tried using a heating pad and taking over-the-counter pain relievers, but they haven't helped much.
Okay, given your symptoms and the nature of your work, I'd like to conduct a physical examination and some imaging tests to better understand what's going on. We will do an X-ray and an MRI to look at the structure of your spine and rule out serious underlying issues.
I understand, doctor. I just want to feel better and get back to normal.
Absolutely, and we'll work together to address this. Depending on what we find, treatment options might include physical therapy, prescription medications for pain and inflammation, or possibly referrals to specialists if we find something that requires more targeted intervention.
Thank you for explaining everything, doctor. I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. Let's start with the examination and go from there. We're here to help you get back on your feet.
Now we will carry out the X-ray examination. Please remove any metal objects that might interfere with the imaging process before we begin. Position yourself with your back against the detector panel, facing away from it. Spread your arms slightly away from your body to ensure a clear image. It is essential to remain very still during the X-ray exposure to ensure that the images come out clear.
We have the results from your X-ray, and it looks like you have a minor herniated disc. This is likely what's causing the sharp pains and discomfort that radiate down your leg.
Is that a big problem?
It's not too serious, and we can treat it without surgery. We caught it early, so we have good options.
What kind of treatment will I need?
First, I'll give you medicine to reduce swelling and ease the pain. You'll also take something to relax your muscles.
Do I need to take these medicines for a long time?
Not really. We'll start with just a few weeks and see how you feel. The goal is to make you comfortable as your back heals. You should also see a physical therapist. They'll teach you special exercises to make the muscles around your spine stronger. This will help with the pain and stop this from happening again.
Should I stop doing anything to avoid making it worse?
Yes, avoid heavy lifting and too much bending or twisting. Also, try to sit straight, especially if you're sitting down a lot.
How long will it take to get better?
It varies, but many people start feeling better in a few weeks if they follow the plan. Make sure to do your exercises and take your medicine.
Thanks, doctor. It's good to know what's going on and what to do.
You're welcome. Stick to the plan and let us know how you're doing. If the pain doesn't start to get better or if it gets worse, come back right away. We might need to try something else.
I will, doctor. Thanks for everything.
No problem. I'll set up your next appointment and connect you with a therapist. Take care. And I hope you start feeling better soon.
I'm Dr. Harris. I hear you were in a car accident. What symptoms are you experiencing?
Hello, doctor. It was shocking. My left leg hurts a lot and my shoulder feels dislocated. And my ankle is swollen and painful. I also have bruises and cuts on my chest and legs.
I understand. We need to do an x-ray to check for fractures in your leg and examine your shoulder and ankle. We might need an MRI later for any soft tissue injuries.
All right, doctor. How long will these tests take?
The x-ray is quick, just a few minutes. The MRI could take about an hour. We'll start soon to determine the right treatment. The x-ray showed no leg fractures, which is good, but it did confirm your shoulder dislocation. We need to do an MRI now to check for soft tissue damage.
Okay, let's do it. What happens if the MRI shows damage?
If there's significant soft tissue damage, we might consider surgery or physiotherapy. Let's get the MRI results first. The MRI is done. It shows ligament damage in your ankle and shoulder, but no joint damage. We'll admit you for treatment and monitoring. We'll check your progress daily.
I understand, doctor. How long can I stay in the hospital?
It depends on your recovery. It could be a few days or a week. We'll manage your pain and start mobility exercises soon.
Thanks, Dr. Harris, for explaining everything and taking care of me.
You're welcome. Our team is here to help you recover quickly. Let us know if you need anything during your stay. This is a stethoscope. The stethoscope is used to listen to the sounds made by the heart, lungs, or intestines, as well as blood flow in arteries and veins. This is a sphygmomanometer. The sphygmomanometer, also known as a blood pressure monitor or blood pressure gauge, is a device used to measure blood pressure. This is an electrocardiogram, ECG. The ECG is used to check how the heart is functioning. It mainly records how often the heart beats, heart rate, and how regularly it beats, to heart rhythm. This is a thermometer. The medical thermometer, or clinical thermometer, is a device used for measuring the body temperature of a human or other animal.